gold, metals, and investors and traders. It's July 9th. Welcome for a midweek or end of week update on the metals markets. We're looking at the XAU chart daily. We're looking at some of the market structures, the L2s that you see, as well as some of the more solid support. You're actually getting a chance to see what some of the Lupo framework actually looks like when it's deployed on a chart where it's visible. The question becomes, we're looking at the daily chart. Is this market still in a bear mode? And if not, when is it going to turn, and if so, when is it going to turn bullish? But let's first go to the most actionable. As you can see, the trend line is still down. Prices are still lower. We had a little bounce off of the lows. We talked about that right here where the L2s were. Some pretty dramatic, if you will, price action, which is not atypical when you find liquidity sweeps at really it was a multi-month low going all the way back to October of 2025. This type of action, based on what we're seeing also in the sentiment commitment of traders, you've heard us talk about that. I've mentioned it repeatedly, is more like bear market behavior. Even the counter rally that we're seeing right now, everything's still below the 50-day average. We're still well below the structures at 4,400 that would, the prices would need to clear over the moving average and then get back into that range. You can see the resistance is fairly significant. Nothing much on the momentum indicators. This is a very, very slow 20-bar stochastic, using it really just for context to see where we are. And as the oscillators are showing, we just simply bounced out of an oversold area underneath the 4,000 in the XAU. It looks like we're about ready to roll over again and test those lows. The next 2 days will be critical. That's the reason for our update. You can see that we had some model shorts here on the downside. Standing aside right now to see how we respond, and the models will take a look, and we'll deploy them in the next 24 hours if we see action that's reminiscent of momentum, the last watt out of a Roman candle, if you will. But right now the models are in the middle of the week, still bearish, but we're not deployed any of the bots. We may deploy one as early as this evening, or wait until tomorrow's London Open. So that's where we have it. Again, it doesn't look like we're going to see any really significant long-term trend change, and the trend is still very friendly towards the bears. So that's the side that we're on. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll cover some other markets and some other automated trading tools and market structures, and we'll roll those out as time permits. So thank you all for tuning in. The Lord bless you. Shalom.